Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a crazy morning. But we're gonna try to make it work. It's probably not gonna work. I'm trying to set this camera up. No, this, how that work? So as of right now, just gonna sit y'all here. I just woke up probably about an hour ago. And I woke up to a message from OPS asking me to confirm my ETA or PTA. But being that I was still asleep, I just answered and said 8 a.m. and went back to sleep. Good morning, everybody. So when I sent the message and I woke up finally, I got an email saying that basically the message didn't go through. So there's a problem with the tablet, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Can I turn the camera on? I forgot how to turn the camera on right here. Well, basically it says my truck number or my driver ID, and then it says unable to create chat message in OPS chat. Description: an OPS chat error has occurred. Driver message below. So basically this went to OPS and it went to the Roger app tech support. I usually screenshot these messages and send them to the person who does tech support for tech support for the tablet, so she knows and she's aware that there's something wrong. So what I have not done is I haven't certified my logs yet, haven't done my pre-trip yet, haven't done anything with the tablet yet. I just woke up, went to the bathroom, brushed my face, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and came back to the truck. And I got some food. My daughter cooked it last night. So you're gonna see me today. I'm going to certify my logs and all that, call OPS and get this load. I'm not sure if they're gonna give me a load because I'm supposed to be going to Killeen, Texas to pick up my rider. I'm not sure if they're gonna give me a load or not, but if they do, you'll see that, and if they don't, you'll see that. And yeah, all of that stuff, trailer, all of that, to let you know that you don't have to sit for hours waiting for something to happen. I'm sure as fuck not gonna be sitting for hours. That's not happening. So let's get started. I guess I have to turn the camera around and try to aim it towards, I don't know if I can show you that though. That's the only thing I'm not sure I can do. But right now I'm about to certify my logs. Last certification date was 12/28. Why? I've been off duty longer than that. So now I'm looking at my messages. Driver messages. View all. So those are messages I already read. And now I'm going to call OPS live on the phone with y'all. And then after I call OPS, then I will, there might be a hold time. And after I call them, I'm going to do my pre-trip.
Calling the line. Please press or say your selection. To speak with a... Thanks for your patience.
I hope it's not a whole time.
We'll be with you shortly. You are the 4th caller in the queue.
Okay, we're doing good. Alrighty, 4th caller in the queue. That's not that bad. If there's a problem with... Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the hold music and all that stuff? So like, if I'm not on my phone looking at the live feed, I can't see your comments. And then since I have the phone turned up, you'll probably hear me talking if I have the video on. So I'm gonna turn it off the video right now so y'all can hear me and not that. But before I do that, okay, y'all can hear me, Justin. All right, cool, thank you. All right, so.
Jawan, and I'll be right with you. 1 second, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
They must be going to some. You heard them? Hey, Shajan. Give me one second. I'll be right with you, please. I started this call at... I've been on a call for 1 minute and 34 seconds. And I'm officially not started yet. Like, my PTA is 8 a.m. There's no loads on me yet. No active, no pre-plans. My tablet is connected, so I don't gotta worry about paper logs and all that stuff. You know, this music, it was worse than this. This is music I can listen to. I want to hear somebody freestyle to this. The other music before this used to be super slow and sad, putting us to sleep. And then the music before that was the whole music everybody hear. I think I saw a TikTok about it. And somebody was dancing to it. That was hilarious. Oh man. I gotta go get a SD card because this one broke. I don't know how the hell that happened. Let me show y'all this. I'm pissed.
I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
Hi, what do you see my PTA for? Because I think there's something wrong with the Roger app. My PTA was...
It's set for 8 o'clock this morning in Texas?
Yeah. So somebody...
Yeah, it's set for 8 this morning.
Somebody sent me a message this morning confirming that. I replied to the message and I got an email back saying that there's an error. And I don't have a pre-plan.
It says, good morning, Jenna, can you please confirm your PTA? I don't know why they did that, but yeah, your PTA is set. Maybe they just wanted to touch base. A lot of drivers are still coming on with time off, and they just confirming them so they don't get driver loads, and they say they're not ready to go. I'll let them know that I spoke with you and you're ready.
Okay, who are you letting know?
The one that sent the message to you.
Oh, can you put me on the load?
I'm sending a message. Yeah, I can't, but I'm gonna send it over to them. Let them know that you're ready for a load right now.
Okay. How long should I wait?
Hopefully it won't be that long. I'm sending a message as we speak.
Okay.
Okay. I don't see the freight, so therefore I can't tell you that. It might be a second, but I just sent it to them. So they should respond. I say within the hour you should stop a load. Okay,
I think, who do I speak to about the tablet? Because I think there's a problem with the tablet.
Okay, I got a direct line. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay. Okay, you got something to write to? You want me to send it to you?
You can send it to me.
Okay, I'll put that in writing to you now. Let me get that. All right, there you go. I just sent it to your tablet.
Okay.
And you should hear something for a load anytime.
Okay. I don't have anything in my tablet.
Okay, probably come to your app on your phone, or you're in the truck. I don't know how that runs. I don't know how the new tablet's set
Okay,
up.
I got it now.
But if you download the app, it should come through your phone.
Yeah, I have the app as well. Okay, I got it. I see it here.
Yeah. Now, they show a time off in Killeen, Texas on the 29th. That's today, right?
Yeah, I got to go pick my rider up. But see, what I'm afraid is happening is I'm afraid the same thing is happening that happened before I went on home time. It shows in the system everything is going on. Like, it showed my home time. It showed that it was accepted and everything. But it sent me a load to Utah. And then when I got to Utah, there was no pre-plan on me. And I almost was late coming home. So they had to empty move me all the way home from Colorado to Houston. Because the optimizer wasn't picking up my home time and PTA and all of that. So I'm afraid that that's what's happening again.
Okay, well, I closed your time off from where you are now because I needed to do that in order for them to see that clean. So that time off is closed, and it shows you need there. I'm getting ready to respond to this Kay Martin who sent you a message asking you ready, letting you know that you're ready, but you just need to clean to pick up your rider.
Right, but usually what happens is probably like the hour or two before my PTA, I would get a pre-plan. I haven't gotten a pre-plan in the past probably a week. So there's definitely something going on with the tablet.
Okay, we'll call that number, so let them know. And in the meantime, I'm trying to work on getting you a load.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so the number they gave me is different than the number I've been talking to. So let's call them. Because I already know what's happening. I know what's happening because I went through it already before I went on home time. Something's wrong with my phone. I keep trying to push speaker and it keeps going off the speaker. Really? Look, y'all. Watch this. How do I do this so y'all can see it? Every time I push speaker.
Thank you for calling the Platform Science Helpline. Thanks for your patience.
There we
We'll
go.
be with you shortly. You are the next caller in the queue.
Hi, this is Matt with tech support.
Hi, Matt. So I think that there's an issue with the tablet. My PTA was set for 8 a.m. this morning. Normally I would get a pre-plan. I didn't have a pre-plan. Somebody sent me a message at 7 a.m. this morning asking me to confirm my PTA. When I sent the confirmation back, when I sent the message back, I got an email saying that it didn't go through. You know, the email that it gives us. This is the same problem that I had before I went on home time. I had home time set for the 22nd in Houston. On the 16th, it sent me a load going to Utah. When I got to Utah, I didn't have a pre-plan, and they had to deadhead me home because it wasn't registering that I had home time. And usually I'll get my pre-plans probably like an hour or two before my PTA, or if I'm on the load, I'll get it within like an hour of delivering. But that hasn't been happening recently.
Come on, go. I currently have you on off-duty status. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And I do see a load for you. It's not in the normal like order stops because the last one says like 12:19. But if I go into the loads, it says PTA, and it has today's date at 8 a.m. They sent it to you. 9:07 pre-check, ETA, and then 9:30 available at PTA.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with OPS and asked them to dispatch me on the load. She said she got to send it to them. I guess she can't dispatch me. That's weird because I never had that happen before. Usually OPS can do everything.
So there's some little tricks, simple tricks that you can do. First one is, have you restarted your tablet? Turn it off, turn it back on.
No.
Okay, do that. Hold down the power button. You'll see a red and green dot appear. Hit the green dot twice.
Did that? It's restarting.
Okay. Like, did that, or you're doing it now?
It's restarting now.
Okay. Just want to make sure because
Okay. Log in. I'm logged in. And connected.
All right. Go to workflow.
Okay.
Still don't have anything in there.
Loading. Nope, nothing in there.
And you confirmed with your FM that you have a load assigned to you.
No, she said there's no load. Well, she didn't say that. She just said she sees my PTA and she's gonna send them a message to get me dispatched.
Okay, so that's why you don't see any load, because you don't have a load assigned to you.
That's the reason why I'm calling. Usually I'll have a load within like an hour of me coming off of PTA. I just got something. What is that? Nope, nothing yet. Which was odd because when I had my home time set and it sent me to Utah, I'm like, that's giving me 3 days to get to Utah and 3 days to get back, and I have to be able to pick up the load and deliver it. Deliver the load and pick up another load on the same day and drive to get home on time. So when I got there, like right before I delivered, I called in and asked them. I don't have a pre-plan and usually have one, and they was like, "Oh yeah, you don't have one. It was not set." So to me, that said that the optimizer wasn't reading my home time, because usually it'd have loads stacked on me for home time, and there was none. So that's why I feel like something is wrong with, I don't know what it is, but it's not normal. Usually we have pre-plans on us, especially if we have home time set.
You stingy bugger, I hate Q-tops.
I'm thinking maybe I should, since I have to go to Killeen to pick up my rider, maybe I should just bobtail there. Because it'd probably be easier to get a load out of Dallas, right?
Well, you even said that your FM told you that you don't have a load. And I'm just trying to confirm it. I see in the XPE that you don't have a load. You have a PTA, which is in the the XPE app, in the top right-hand corner, PTA, but that shit doesn't even work.
I know. So I put my PTA in on the Express Mobile app, but in the Roger app, it wasn't showing up in the Roger app. So I put it in on the Roger app as well. Can we set our PTA on our tablet?
You're supposed to be able to, but
so look, on my tablet,
it doesn't work.
Yeah, on my tablet it's showing my current PTA is at 6 a.m. 12/13/2021.
And you got there from the XPE app?
Yeah. $12:13. That's not correct. I wonder if I changed it, what will it do? Oh, it doesn't give me the option to change it. It's supposed to, but it's grayed out. And then when I looked on the home time tab, it says Wednesday 29th. It's gray, but there's nothing there for approved, denied, pending, or urgent.
Darn. Just waiting for some info from my higher up.
What macro is the PTA update?
What's that?
I said, what macro is PTA update? I don't even remember.
29.
Oh, 29. See, with things like this, drivers are impatient with, and they be wanting to quit behind this computer stuff. It is frustrating, but you got to remember this is a new company, and this is brand new. The Platform Science, brand spanking new. We've had nothing but problems with Platform Science since we got it. There was no problems with the driver tech. Platform Science has been problems left and right. So when that stuff happens, then OPS will compensate you. But you got to stay on it.
Come on, boss lady.
You don't want to sit and wait for something to happen for a response. I'm not staying off this phone until I get a load or okay to go pick my rider up bobtail. That's it. I kind of am okay with this not going through right now because my medicine was supposed to be mailed here. I have Express Scripts and they're not mailing it until the 31st. So I have to get a vacation supply, and my doctor doesn't open until 9. So I can call them and have them send a short-term supply to the pharmacy, and I could pick up the short-term supply. So I'm okay with that. But normally, I'm gonna still just try to get everything situated before. Like, I like to handle my business first, but it's not going. This definitely not about the last 4 hours, because what I'm gonna do next, my plan B, is gonna be, can you approve me to bobtail to Killeen, Texas, to pick up my rider, period. And then once I do that, if I don't have a load, can you approve me to bobtail to Dallas so I can go to the terminal, talk to somebody in there. By that time, I should have a fucking load, because that's 5 hours between here, Killeen, and Dallas. So those miles I'm getting paid for. I'm moving. And what matters for me is my clock and my miles. If I start my clock, I need to be able to do something for 9.5 hours. No matter what it is, I need to be driving, not on duty, but driving 9.5 hours. So when I'm thinking about recap for next week, my recap, I need to be able to have at least...
This is not beneficial. Come on.
9 hours. Well, probably 9 hours and 45 minutes. And so then next week it'll be 9 hours and 30 minutes because of my 15-minute pre-trip. I'm learning though with the optimizer, if I run my clock, my entire clock out, I get hella miles. And I get longer loads. So then if I take a 34-hour reset, I'm not even tripping. And the way that I do my clock, I usually come off of home time, or off of home time on a Wednesday, so I can get fresh, have a fresh week, because the pay period ends Tuesday at midnight. I got him on mute, so he can't hear nothing.
Another trick to try is log out of the tablet and log back in. Not just restarting it, but logging out.
Okay.
And yeah, the PTA part on the tablet isn't really fully working, so that might explain a little bit why.
And PTA and home time.
What's that?
I said PTA and home time.
Home time, yes.
Because
it's in the bottom right hand corner under.
Well, it's probably working on.
Now, are we talking about PTA or PTO?
PTA, because it may be showing up on the screen, like I submitted and it shows up, but it's not talking to the optimizer. So the optimizer, like, everybody can see that I have home time or PTA, but usually the optimizer will see that and plan me accordingly. It hasn't been planning me.
Okay. Because that was one of their biggest, what's it called, concerns when we were beta testing it. They're like, well, we want to make sure home time's good. I was like, okay. So to us, it looked like it's functioning, but you're saying it's not going through.
Yeah, it's showing my home time, but like I said, when I got a load going to Utah, which I don't feel like I should have been put on that load, being that that load was dispatched to me on the 16th, and I had to be back in Houston on the 22nd. So I got dispatched on that load. I went to Utah. By the time I got there and was getting ready to deliver, I didn't have a pre-plan. Usually I'm already I already have a whenever we have home time scheduled, the optimizer will stack loads on us, all the loads that we need to get home. It had no loads. I had no pre-plans. So it's not.
And when you're talking about optimizer, that's a physical person, right?
No, the optimizer is the system that dispatches our loads for us. It reads our PTA at home time, about hours of service. It reads our geographical information, and then it dispatches us on a load that logistically matches us and what we got going on over here. So, for example,
you're the first person I've ever heard talk about it that way. Because I've been informed it's your fleet manager is the one that does all that shenanigans.
That's for U.S. Express. I'm with Variant, so we don't have fleet managers.
You have the ops.
Yeah, the ops team. So we have the automated dispatch.
Which is a form of fleet manager.
Yeah, we don't have like our own fleet managers. Like one person at OPS doesn't manage certain drivers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does everything. Like, for example, a fleet manager will have probably 12 to 20 drivers that they manage, and they're responsible for those drivers. With OPS, everybody does everything, so they don't have a fleet that they have to look out for or, you know, dispatch or anything like that. So, like with the optimizer, if I have home time,
I've heard it in two different situations with Variant. Some of them do have a fleet manager, and some of them just have the ops group.
If they have a fleet,
I don't fully understand why it's not fluent across the board.
If they have a fleet manager, they're probably struggling with something, like struggling to get to their loads on time, or they're not driving enough miles. Like I have one a driver under my squad, and that person was only getting they were only driving probably average 2,000 miles a month. So now they have a fleet manager because somebody needs to stay on top of them to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They should be getting at least 10,000 miles a month, not 2,000. So in that case, she has a fleet manager. And then with the optimizer, so say for example, I had home time set for January 5th. It'll have loads stacked on me all the way from now to January 5th. So say for example, I get to a shipper and the load is not available, or I have to wait or something like that. Usually they'll take me off that load and put me on another one. But if I have home time scheduled, they'll say we can't take you off this load, because if we take you off of this load, all the other loads that come behind it are going to be messed up, because those are the loads set for your home time. So that's not happening no more though. Usually the optimizer will have my first, second, third, fourth, fifth load all the way up until I get home. Okay, I just got a message. Okay, so that was a message from OPS saying that it was updated, because I sent the message in confirming my PTA, and I got the email back saying that it wasn't going through. The email said 663-248 unable to create chat message in OPS chat description, and OPS chat error has occurred, driver message below. And that usually happens when the messages are not going through. So OPS had to send the message to that person to let them know to update my PTA. Since mine didn't go through. My phone is about to start acting up because I'm low on storage. It's starting to do this thing that it does when I'm low on storage. I cannot afford that to happen. Let me delete some pictures. I'm gonna send a message to OPS and see if they can just send me bobtail. Minutes. Been waiting. See if this message goes through. I just sent, can I bobtail to pick up my rider in Killeen? We're gonna see if this message goes through. I'm also gonna send that same message in the Roger app and see if it goes through in the Roger app. This is what the Roger app looks like. Well, it's supposed to. Hold on.
My supervisor says that you have home time until 1-3.
Nope.
That's what it's showing.
That's vacation until 1-3. They told me I had to come off home time today. Okay, so I see something in the Roger app. It's showing home arrival. So the map on the Roger app is showing my home arrival. That wasn't there earlier.
My supervisor saying you won't get a load because you are marked as home time in the system.
Yeah, they said home time was different than vacation. So while I am on vacation until it's supposed to be the 1st, not the 3rd. I sent a message to OPS asking if I can bobtail to Killeen, and it went through, and they are messaging me back. But so now I'm looking on the Roger app and it's showing my PTA is for 12:30 today. And my home time arrival will be at 13:56. That's incorrect. So I tried to update my PTA in the Roger app, and it's showing It says, oops, something went wrong. That's all incorrect. But where are y'all seeing that PTA at? Because I don't see it anywhere on my stuff. OPS doesn't see it either.
It says 12/29/21, 8 a.m. The fudge.
And on my side it says 12/29/21, 12:30. The message that I sent to OPS got to them. I sent it through the Express mobile app. On the Roger app, they replied. I saw the reply on the Roger app, but I don't see the reply on the Express mobile app or on my tablet. That's crazy.
All right, my supervisor says your PTA is set for 12/29 at 8 a.m. You might want to contact ops about what the optimizer is doing.
Okay. I did tell them, but I think I spoke to somebody that's new. I guess I have to call back and speak to a supervisor.
I suggest telling
But the reason I'm calling you is because there's obviously an issue.
contact your ops chat is what my supervisor says.
Okay. But what are y'all gonna do to fix the issue?
You're supposed to get a hold of ops chat is what I'm being informed. It's nothing on our side.
If ops is not getting my chat, then what?
Have you tried to call in?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with them. They told me to call you, and
Okay.
they gave me your number.
And I'm being told by my supervisor that it's nothing to do with us. It's ops chat.
Okay. Who's your?
Contact them about why the optimizer is doing that.
Okay. Cool beans. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.
You too. See, this is a big old runaround. Y'all motherfuckers is pissing me off now.
Thank you for calling the U.S. Express driver line. Thanks for your patience. We'll be with you
I hope
shortly.
everybody didn't wake up.
You are the next caller in the queue.
That's awesome. That never happens. There's usually like 30 people in queue.
Variant, this is Jawan.
Hi, Joanne. Platform Science told me to call you guys back because there's something wrong with the optimizer, not Platform Science.
Okay. Well, they're working on it, so I already talked to Matt. They're working on a load to get you down there and go through Colleen to pick up your rider. So
Can you trust?
they'll call you or either send you a message when you get a sign if it doesn't come through. But you look like your messages are tracking.
Okay.
So
Can you
give us a minute. They're working on a load.
Can you transfer me to a manager?
Manager who?
The manager, your supervisor, a supervisor, the person who's over OPS. I believe it's Angie Curtis.
Okay, either Matt, I can send it over. I'll send them a message. I can't transfer a call. but I can send a message that you're looking for. Can I tell him what it's reference to?
The optimizer.
The optimizer?
Platform
Okay.
Science told me to call, ask to speak to a manager.
Okay. So you want to speak to a manager because of the optimizer?
I'm just following orders of Platform Science.
I know, dear. I'm just saying, when I send this message over to a manager and let them know that you're saying you have problems with your tablet, and they told you to call a manager.
Yes.
Okay. I'll send that over to them.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye.
I don't like these new motherfucking people, dog. Oh, I don't like these new people. This type of shit does make drivers quit. I need to speak to a manager. Now. I'm sending a message. I requested to speak to a manager and she said that she could not transfer me. I need to speak to a manager, please. I'm about to text Angie. That's the manager. That's the manager that's on duty right now. No, not yet. I'm waiting on word from my dispatch on a load, or if they're gonna let me bobtail to you. That didn't even go through. That's weird. My phone is acting up. Hi, Janice and Angie. So there's nothing wrong with the tablet. It's actually the optimizer. And I called into OPS, asked to speak to a manager. She told me that she couldn't transfer me. Is that true? Question mark. Anyhow, I need to speak to a manager. Period. Let's see what the Variant Facebook page is saying. There might be other drivers might be going through something. It's 8:40. Next person I'm gonna talk. Oh, I'm gonna call Tony. Yeah, I forgot about Tony. Tony is a guy who works with us drivers to help us.
Hello?
Good morning, Tony. It's Jojan.
Hey, Jonah. How's it going?
It's okay.
Did you talk to Jonathan? We got him sorted out.
No, he didn't call me.
Oh, we got him all sorted out.
That's awesome. Thank you.
How's it going with you?
So I'm coming off of home time, and I got a lot of different stuff. Like, usually when I'm coming off of home time or getting ready to deliver a load, I have a pre-plan on me. I didn't have a pre-plan this morning, so I woke up to a message asking me to confirm my PTA. When I sent the message in, it said, I got an email back saying that there's an error, that the message didn't go through. So I called OPS and they updated everything. And then I told them about, I thought something was wrong with the tablet. So they told me to call Platform Science. Platform Science said there's nothing wrong with the tablet. It's the optimizer, to call back to OPS.
Yeah, don't call Platform Sciences. Don't do that. that we gotta fix the tablet. That's our problem.
Right. So
where are you at now?
I'm at
Like, what's
home
up?
waiting for a load.
Okay, you're waiting for a load. Okay, let me escalate to Lori and Miranda, and I'll see if I can get anyone to jump on this real quick.
The person at Platform Science said she saw my PTA coming off of home time was January 3rd, which is incorrect.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna talk to Miranda or Lori right now.
And I just gotta see if maybe I can just bobtail to go pick my rider up until y'all get it situated.
Yeah, we go pick your rider up, and we just need to get you on a load real quick.
I'm not dispatched yet.
Okay, let me and so you want to basically get off PTA like real quick.
Yeah, because it's been about 45 minutes I've been waiting and ready, available.
Okay, yeah, let me message Lori and Miranda right now.
And you'll call me back?
Yep, and I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Well, Tony, he is somebody who just got hired on the variant. And basically, he's like the liaison between drivers and OPS. If there's a problem, you call him. He's going to make sure we have everything we need and we're situated how we need to be situated. But a couple of notes. Wait a minute. Angie said, this was a federal manager issue. Out of office this week. The issue above is fact messaging issue. There may also be an issue with the optimizer due to the pre-plan, but I'm not aware of one. There is not a way to direct transfer today. They can create a leader ticket. Please let me know who you spoke with to communicate this. However, first we ask that you try to work through it with the person on the phone directly. It was Johan, I believe. To work with her and ask her if she can dispatch me on the load, and she said she can't, and she has to send a message. Like everything I asked her she can help me with, she said she couldn't help me. So that's why I asked to speak to a manager, which she said she couldn't, but she sent the message to the manager. What was I about to do? I totally forgot before I got the text message. Yo, my mind just went completely. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. See what y'all comments are. I know y'all got some. 39 people watching. All right. Oh, Drake B. All right, let's go. You just got the phone ops. That was about 45 minutes ago. You make me want to drive trucks, but I still think I'll stick with my bus. Good morning, beautiful. Hope you have a blessed and great day today. I'm sending you a smile and thoughts of my prayers. Thank you. My Bluetooth is not on. It is. Oh, sorry. Did y'all hear any of that? What is a rider for? Training or something you do? My rider is a friend of mine that's riding with me. Somebody just sent me a message. Will today be a good time for us to talk? Who are you? Good morning. How was your Christmas? It's great. How was yours? While on the road, do you use hotspot or only your phone's LTE? I use my Wi-Fi hotspot when I need it. No, I don't use it all the time. I get back. I'm back. Got a call from home. Have to take. What up, Howard? You got it decked out in there. I see you. Thank you. Good morning, Jamar. More games. What do you mean more games? Because you made the video about leaving. Now they playing. No, they're not. Yeah, who the hell? I said, I never get that. Right? Yo. Good morning. What's PTA? PTA is potential time of availability. Or projected time of availability, yeah. What up, Jabez? I shall be at Variant in March. That's what's up. Let me see who this person is that sent me a message talking about is today a good time to talk. Who are you? I told you. You could have called me last time. I don't understand why I do that. I'm going to call you in a few. Okay. And he called me on voice chat, video chat. Well, I guess I'll eat breakfast. In about 15 minutes, I can call my doctor. And I'll just go to the pharmacy and pick up whatever I gotta pick up. Somebody sent me something. It's a video. The video says, white police officer explains why blacks are being killed in America. Y'all want to see that video? Weird.
Let me be honest, probably before this video is over, some of you will consider me as an enemy. But I wanted to share a couple minutes about my thoughts, not only on the tragedies that we have been experiencing over these past months, and especially these last couple of days with the shootings of our black men. But what I'm coming to learn over my 23-year journey of...
Okay, they sent me a message. What do you need to speak to a manager about? Y'all motherfuckers. Listen. It's crazy. I need to speak to the manager about the optimizer, a plan, or a dispatch. No, I didn't want to say that. A pre-plan. Atomizer. Optimizer. About the optimizer. A dispatch. A pre-plan. Something.
Variant.
Hello?
Hey, is this JoJo?
Yes.
Hey, it's Lori with Variant. Hey, Tony reached out to me to see if I could reach out to you and figure out what's going on and how I can help.
Thank you for calling me.
Sure, not a problem, man.
So I was trying to explain to whoever would listen that I feel like there's something going wrong with the optimizer. I'm an ambassador, and I have a lot of drivers that's been complaining that they've been sitting and waiting for loads, and their home time is not getting put in. Like, it'll be put in, but it you'll see it, but they're not getting dispatched home. So I experienced this before I went on home time on the 16th. I had my home time scheduled for December 22nd. It sent me a load to Utah, but then when I got to Utah, and like probably 30 minutes from delivering, I didn't have a pre-plan. eventually what had to happen was they had to bobtail me all the way home from Colorado to Houston. So now here it is this morning. I woke up to a message asking me to confirm my PTA. I sent the message back. I got an email saying that there was an error. The message didn't go through. So at 8 a.m. was my PTA. I woke up and there was no load or pre-plan assigned to me. So I called, spoke to Johan or something like that. And she said, my PTA is set and I'm good. I'm like, I know it's set, but I feel like the PTA is not speaking to the optimizer to get me pre-planned. So can you plan me on the load? She said she cannot plan me on the load. She'll have to send a message and somebody will be calling me back. That's the issue that me and all of my other drivers are having when OPS says somebody will call us back and they sit and wait thinking somebody's going to call them back and nobody calls back. I'm not the type of person. I'm going to keep making phone calls until I get my situation resolved. So then I told her about the tablet, because I thought it was a tablet issue. So she told me to call Platform Science. So I called.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I called and he said his supervisor said that my PTA was set for January 3rd, which is totally incorrect. My vacation is set until January 1st, but I was instructed that PTA is different than, our home time is different than vacation. So I'll be coming off of home time on the 29th, but I'll be getting paid until the 31st for vacation. So I told her, then he told me that it's not a problem with Platform Science, it's an optimizer problem, to call in OPS, speak to a manager. I called in, I spoke to Johan again, and she was like, well, what do you want to speak to a manager about? And I'm like, I just told you, it's the optimizer. She kind of had an attitude, and I had to bite my tongue. So then I sent a message asking to speak to a manager. Walsh said, what are you needing to speak to a manager about? And then I called Tony, and that's how he got in contact with you. So ultimately the issue is the optimizer, something's going on with the optimizer. I need a pre-plan, and that's why I want to speak to a manager so y'all can fix this.
I got you. Okay. So I'm in driver engagement. I work with Miranda, Kaylin, Brandolyn, and Sherry. There's 5 of us that are driver engagement managers. So I guess that's why Tony reached out to me. Tony actually kind of understood specifically about you and not having a load for you.
Yeah.
So I understand now, and I think it just maybe he doesn't, we're not working in ops and kind of still being new. A lot of times I think it doesn't necessarily always make sense when it comes quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's a deeper conversation that helps it kind of tie together. So I will reach back out to him so him and Will can look at the optimizer. I do know one thing that generally affects the optimizer and pre-plans on home time is how early the home time was put in. So, like, for example, we have a lot of drivers that get upset that they didn't get home, but they put their home time in 3 days before.
I usually do it 7 days.
Do what, honey?
I usually do it in 7. I usually do it in 7 days. Is that good? 7 days?
Oh yeah, 7 days is usually good. 10 days is better. Like, the further out you can give it time, because it's a computer, right? It's not human, so it can't think like a human.
Right.
So the more time it has, each time it passes by you, each hour, it's looking at your home time to see if you have one set. It's looking at your PTA. It's looking at your hours of service, and it's doing that every hour. So the more times it passes by, theoretically, seeing that you have a home time, the more that ingrains in its information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't show your PTA being set for January, and I actually just did a PTA audit, and I don't see that it was ever set for January. So I really don't know where that piece of information came from.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of this is crazy.
Your PTA is set for today at 1400. Is that right?
Yeah, because I had PTA in Houston set for 8 a.m. I was going to Killeen, Texas to pick up my rider. So I was going to be there at 1 and then coming out at 2, I think.
Yeah. And that's what you're set for. You're set for a home time in Killeen, Texas. It just as a drive-through. And it says picking up rider. And then your PTA is set for 2 o'clock today. So when the optimizer passes by you in the next hour and a half, it should be signing you a pre-plan.
But see, my PTA was originally set for 8 a.m. this morning. And I still don't have a load.
Oh no, your PTA is only set. It's set for 4 1400 today.
'Cause-
That's why you don't have a load.
'cause
It thinks you're
Johan-
still off the truck until 1400.
Johan took it off. She said in order.
Honey, I'm looking at your PTA audit. That's why I'm confused by all this conversation people have been having with you. So it does look like Moses changed your PTA. The last time your PTA was updated was on 12/20.
What?
And it was updated. Yep, it was updated on 12/20 to 12/29 at 8 a.m., which is bizarre.
Yeah,
And then it was updated this morning by Christina Branham to 1400.
yeah. So all of that's wrong. I set my
So that's
PTA
crazy.
twice. Okay, I set 12:20 originally for 8 a.m. this morning. No.
Yep, and that's there.
Okay, so 8 a.m. this morning, and then
Yep.
I did another one for Killeen, Texas, because I'm like, it's gonna take 3 hours to drive there, and then I get an hour to get her loaded and everything. And then when I called in this morning because I didn't have a pre-plan, she said in order for me to put you on a pre-plan, I got to remove your 8 a.m. PTA. And so she removed the 8 a.m. PTA and said that I would be getting a pre-plan within the next few minutes. That was an hour ago.
Okay. So I do see it but it doesn't look like it was updated until just a little bit ago at 9:43. So it was moved from 8 a.m. to 1400. That's correct today. And that was done by Tina Branham, who's over in our freight team. So let me, hang on a second. Let me find Tina. Let me see. Hold on. Tina. Hey, are you, I'm sending her an instant message. Working on a plan for V2202. Let me find out what she's doing for you specifically. I'm going to reach back out to Tony and let him know that you did have a specific concern about you not having a pre-plan, and that he was dead on the money with that.
Yeah,
but
he was.
There's an overall concern
Yeah.
about the optimizer and home times, and I will forward that back to Tony because that's way out of my purview of what I do on the daily. I'm just dealing with drivers on the daily, so they look at the overall optimizer operation. But so what happened? Let me explain to you. So what I see in the system is a home time to Killeen, Texas, which is a drive-through, so it doesn't necessarily go against your home time. That was put in today. Was put in on, looks like the 27th, perhaps, to pick up your rider to go down there. And it was originally put in to start at 2 today and end at 3 today. So there was like an hour window.
Yeah.
And then you have, then your PTA, like I said, was set for 8 a.m. today, which conflicted with the home time. That's the problem.
See, okay. So originally, my home time, I had set my home time for December 22nd through December 29th. Coming out on the 29th at 8 a.m. Then on the 27th, I set the Killeen one. And then at 8:43, because Platform Science was showing that he didn't see it, so I sent it again at 8:43 for 8 a.m. this morning, or 9 a.m. this morning.
Okay. So what it's doing though, it's so like I said earlier, it's not being a human. It can only process data. So it sees your PTA for 8 a.m., but it sees your own home time until 3.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
can't compute to a computer if you're ready, but you're also not supposed to be rolling until later in that day, if that makes sense.
So
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update your home time. Okay. And do you have your rider right now?
no, the rider is in Killeen. I got to go to Killeen to go get her.
You're in Conroe, right? Or somewhere near Conroe,
Yeah.
Texas? Okay. And are you looking for a load from Conroe down to Killeen, or are you just trying to make sure you have a load when you're done?
I was either or. I was asking if I can bobtail to Killeen, I guess, since they don't have a pre-plan on me.
567 miles on a bobtail. Okay. All right.
Because I was figuring maybe it'd be easier to get a load out of Dallas.
Yeah. Let me look.
Since they don't have a pre-plan on me already, I was like, well, instead of sitting and waiting, the later it gets, I'm not trying to be shutting down that late.
I understand. I gotcha. So, all right. This is something that operations does need to handle because we don't assign loads. That's not part of what we do, and that does need to go through them. But I think it just needs to be an explanation of what needs to happen. So I think there's some serious confusion going on with the dates and stuff, and I think that's what has got this whole thing jacked up. So I'm waiting on Tina. She still hasn't responded to me yet to see if she's working on a load for you, and I'm going to ask her if there's anything I can run you down to Colleen.
Who is
But
D?
that's where the confusion's coming.
Who is D Walsh?
Okay, that's one of our operations folks on the driver line when you call in.
Because she asked she asked what I needed to speak to a manager about, and then
And I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
and then B Wilson. Oh wait, hold on. Moses said, I asked if I can bobtail to Colleen to pick up my rider. He asked me, Moses asked me how far was I. I said in Houston approximately 3 hours. And then I asked to speak to a manager, and that's when D Walsh asked what I need to speak to a manager about. I need to speak to a manager about bobtailing to Colleen if there's no load available.
Understood. So if you're in Conroe, it's showing me that from Conroe to Colleen is only like an hour.
Okay.
So let me look. If you're actually in, so your truck's pinging. Oh no, you're right. It is 3 hours. It's 167 miles, 3 hours. So let me explain one thing. So a lot of the question about what wasn't meant to be challenging towards you. I can assure you that. But first of all, that's not how Daniel is. He's not a challenging person. And I know that unfortunately the written word, it's really hard to interpret, and a lot of times it's like our last experience with that group as a whole feeds into how we read things. And so what it is they have like usually two supervisors on duty, maybe not even two sometimes. So when they go to try to get a call to the manager's asking them, what did you do to resolve the problem?
Right.
What's the issue? So they're asking you to have that information.
Because they want OPS to try to handle it first.
Yes, absolutely. And so they're trying to train them to have, because we have a lot of drivers. And I know you're not one of them, Joe John, so understand that. We have a lot of new drivers that will call in. They'll ask, hey, I don't want to run this load to New Jersey. I don't want to go to New Jersey.
Right.
When an ops tries to talk to them, they'll hang up, call back, and ask to speak to a manager. Well, so what that does is it starts to erode the confidence of those staff members because they're following policy. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and things can be bumped up the chain, absolutely. If there's a disagreement or if a driver feels like the ops is not understanding or not handling the problem, we can definitely bump those things up the chain 100% of the time. But we do have people that will just immediately call out, I need to speak to a manager.
Right. Well, originally when I called, I spoke to Johan, and she was saying...
And so just know going forward, they're not challenging you. They just need to have that, to share that with the management team before they transfer something over to you.
Okay.
Okay. And I know Daniel, and I trust me, I work with him in Tunnel Hill all the time. And I actually had a situation yesterday with a driver that was very upset, like on the verge of quitting over something that was not his fault. And I asked the management team, I need help getting a load for this guy, and I need one of your ops specialists who's patient, who's kind, because this has to go the right way. Because we've jacked this guy up, and it's our fault, and we need to fix it. And they told me to put Daniel on the phone, and I did, and it got handled. So just as background, he's the immediate go-to person for this needs to be handled softly, delicately. He's very good at that. So I promise you, he did not mean that like, well, what's your problem? He was just trying to make sure it wasn't something he could help you with, and then be able to communicate that to management before he sent it over. So let me work on how to fix your situation and get you an answer on whether or not you can bobtail. Honestly, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to. It's 167 miles, but again, it's not my call. That has to go through operations. So let me reach out to them and get somebody to give you a response, either by driver text or by call or by both. That way you know you're definitely getting information back, okay? And I'm putting a ticket in right now for it.
It's been about an hour.
But for some,
I've been waiting.
yeah. Well, for some reason, it looks like our system got a request from you at 2 o'clock this morning for a home time today, starting at 1 and ending at 2. That just showed up in our system at 2, which is weird. So, I don't know. All right, let me make a couple of phone calls, Joe John, and I will follow up with you to make sure somebody followed up with you, okay? And then I'll pass the rest of this on to Tony, and to get them to look at it as an overall issue and see if they see anything, and then we'll get you headed towards Conroe here shortly, okay?
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, towards Killeen.
How long do I have to wait?
Oh, honey, I'm going to call them right now. As soon as you and I hang up, I'm calling.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, hon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, I see what these drivers be talking about. Boy, do I ever. Goodness gracious, Jesus. I'm hungry. What are these comments? Are the rumors true about a possible death shortage? I have no clue. James, your orientation's on the 3rd. Are you scheduled under me? Who are you scheduled under? Who are you? Whoa. Who did you apply under? Nothing. Waiting on you to enjoy these perks. Okay, that's Codenames driver then. See how fast to help you, James? Absolutely. What's up, princess? It will get fixed in a second. Watch. Surely beats Western Express. I know, right? I'm in Louisiana going to Mississippi to pick up a load, then to Florida. Good morning, Curtis. I do it as soon as I get home from home time. I'm on. They capping because you made that video about quitting. No, they're not. Okay, drive. Be safe, bro. I will hit you up later. Sovereign Enterprise, what's up? Unsafe and have a prosperous new year. Thank you. Sounds like they gave one of their favorites your load. Y'all got some issues, man. What's wrong with y'all? Oh man, Milwaukee Marv. No, it's not. Because we have showers at every truck stop. And every night you gotta park at a truck stop. So every night or every morning you take a shower. What's up, Leonard? Let's see what JB Hunt has with Texas. Has under me. He's under you. Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations! You got your first driver. Yes. That's what's up. So see, that's why I wanted to do this video, to show y'all like how things work at Variant. Coming off of home time is always going to be stressful for right now because it's brand, like the system is new. But one thing about me, I'm gonna call everybody. I got a whole list of people to call when I need something. So, I mean, not when I need something, but if there's a problem and I need it solved immediately. I tried with OPS first. Y'all saw that. She told me to call Platform Science. You saw that. Then she told me to call back Platform Science, said to call back to OPS. I asked to speak to a manager. The manager said, they said what they said. So, I think my refrigerator just took a crap while I was on the phone. It was shaking and making a noise, and then I don't hear it no more. That would be very unfortunate because I just put groceries in there. Money Squad. Trucks are governed at 65 on a pedal, 68 on cruise. I hope my refrigerator didn't take a crap. I have this on. Let's see what's going on with this refrigerator. All right. Oh, it's on. I can hear it. So my daughter, she made baked chicken, mashed potatoes, baked beans, and corn on the cob. This is gonna be my breakfast this morning. Yeah, if you stop at a terminal, they'll put another one in your refrigerator, another one in your truck. I gotta take my medicine too. And I gotta call my doctor. I forgot about that.
Thank you for calling Kingwood Psychiatry. Please listen carefully as the options have changed. Press 1 for new patients. Press 2 to reach the scheduling department. If you are a pharmacy or a patient inquiring about a prior authorization for medication.
See how many I got.
At this time, we are on the other line with other callers. Please leave your name, date of birth, and phone number, and someone will return your call. You can also use the patient portal to return within 24.
I have enough to get home on the 12th. So that's good. I need a new phone. This phone doesn't have enough memory. Dang, Silverin, that was a long time ago. I've been trucking again. What's up, Benjamin? Benjamin. Okay,
Variant.
hello?
Hey, this is Daniel at Variant.
Hi.
You messaged in wanting to speak to a manager. I was just seeing if there's something I could help you with personally.
Hi, Daniel. I wanted to know if I could bobtail to pick up my rider until y'all figure out what kind of load I'm gonna get, because I've been waiting over an hour.
Yeah, you're good. Go right ahead. It's like 167 miles. We won't pay you for those miles, but I'm going to move you over to Killeen. So out of Killeen, you'll get paid straight from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then what time do you think you'll be over there and ready to roll back out?
Let me look. I gotta put it in my GPS. I'm on my way. I'll be headed out now, so if that makes any difference. And then I'm only gonna need probably like an hour.
3 hours probably.
An hour to 45 minutes to an hour to get her loaded and everything. And I gotta call safety and make sure she's good with safety.
Awesome.
Cause I gotta scan her.
We'll say maybe like 1400 today.
Let me look. I'm putting it in right now. Bacon Ranch Road. That sounds good. Bacon Ranch, right? Okay, let's see. 76542. Cause like this morning, I woke up and didn't have a pre-plan, and I've already been waiting like over an hour for a pre-plan. So I'm like, might as well just bobtail there. Like, I don't have a pre-plan.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Okay, so it says I'll get there at 12:45. So I'll say like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Okay. I got it set for 1400, which would be 2. We'll work on getting you a load out of there, okay?
Okay.
Well, somewhere around there at least. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. If you don't have anything, just shoot a message in, and I'll work on getting you one. If you don't see anything pop up about 1:30, or if you're about to leave and you don't see anything, just shoot a message, and I'll get you something.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. An hour and 19 minutes later, it has been solved. The only thing about that is I'm not getting paid for those miles, but it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I'm cool with that. It's okay. Guess I'll be eating. Alright, so I'm about to head out. I'm about to get off of this live. The next time y'all hear from me, it will be... Oh wait, I gotta do my pre-trip. Shit. Next time y'all hear from me though, it will be when I get to Killeen and see if I have a load or not. But that was an hour and 18 minutes. Just FYI. For those that say.
Variant.
Hello?
Hey, Joe John.
Hey.
Hey, so you should be getting a message from Dylan or from D Walsh. He's checking on getting you bobtailed because I don't think there's any freight.
Yeah, he said that somebody called me. Brent, what's it, the one you was talking about? He just called and said that
Perfect.
D Walsh just called and said that I could bobtail, but I won't be getting paid for those miles.
Okay. I've got Tina working on a pre-plan, so she thought that there was a pre-plan already on you from BizHub or from the Optimizer. I don't know what she's seeing, but I just sent her back a message, and she said there's a pre-plan on her. BizHub caught her, which is Optimizer. But if you don't love it, I can change it. And so I messaged her back, and I said, darling, I'm looking at it, and I don't see anything on there. So I've got her looking to see. She may just not have, it may not have. When we try to assign during that 20-minute time frame that Optimizer is turning from 20 minutes to the top of the hour, I didn't know this, but one of the freight supervisors told me the other day that if you assign something in that time frame, sometimes it doesn't stick because the Optimizer's moving stuff around anyway. So I'll let her know that there's not a pre-plan. So we should have something for you by the time you get your rider and you're ready to go at 1400. We should have something for you. And I've updated your home time to be 1400 as well, so that it's not crossed up. And that may not have an impact, but I'm not taking any chances. So So I went ahead and closed out your home time at 1400 today too, so that it would match up with your PTA.
Okay.
Actually, I probably need to put it at 1359 just so it's a computer, so I try not to play games with it. So let me change that. I'm gonna move it to 1359. That way your PTA is 1400, and it should not be a problem. But Tina's looking at your loads right now to make sure you have something when you're ready to go. Okay.
How
and then
come?
I've sent Tony a message to look at the overall.
How come I'm not getting paid for the miles if it's not my fault that there's no load available for me to go out there?
Well, it's a drive-through, so it is considered a home time, and I imagine that's why the policy on that is usually not. I don't think it's a pay to go home,
Right.
and that's considered a home time because you're going to pick somebody up.
Right.
So normally that's not paid. So
You
I
don't
imagine
get paid
that's
for 'em.
probably why.
Okay. Just
Okay,
asking.
but, I mean, I'll ask, and I'll ask them to check with their supervisor.
I mean, I would have taken a load there, but I mean, it's a drive-through,
Well,
so.
I'll look. There isn't anything near where you're at. We'd have
Right.
to run you all the way back up north to get you something going south, and you'd never get there on time.
Right.
So give me a few, and I'll check on that part for you. And if we can get it paid, then we'll definitely do that. But at least that way, that's a bonus. If as far as you're expected not to be. So if we can get it paid, that's a good thing. But I'll check with ops on that. Okay, baby.
Okay. Thank you.
And I put myself a calendar note to check back on you at 1 o'clock and make sure there's a pre-plan.
Okay.
All right, honey. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all, I was hungry though. Damn. Thank you, Harris. You're saying we're unorganized? That's what happens when you're a new trucking company. Of course it's gonna be unorganized. We're still ironing out the wrinkles. I bet you this is the best trucking company to be at though. Shit, I wouldn't want to be at no other company but this company. I don't care how unorganized they are. You want to know why? Because they will always pay us for our time. They will pay us for our time, and they will compensate us for the inconvenience of being unorganized. So it could be unorganized all day long. I'm still being compensated. I understand why I'm not getting paid the miles going home, but it don't hurt to ask. And that's because they don't pay home time miles when you're going home. They only pay miles. All the miles that you get are the miles that all the miles that you get here are working. This is not a working. Me moving from Houston to Conroe, to Killeen, is not a work. So why would I get paid for that? But if there's any other situations, like I was on the phone getting everything situated and it was all crazy and messed up. If it would have took hours and hours and hours and hours, they would have paid me for that. So just FYI, y'all. Right, Jabez? I guess I'll take y'all with me to do this damn pre-trip. My battery might die though. If the battery dies, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later and y'all have a good day. If it dies. And I'll see y'all later on if it dies. I don't got a truck and trailer. They're always, all of them are polite. All of them. I need to get a truck wash. Doesn't sound like. I need some fifth oil grease. Ooh. Fifth wheel grease.